Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. This time, we're going to do a deep dive on Bobbi Althoff.
Ooh, yeah. Bobbi Althoff. She is the podcaster and influencer who, kind of like just blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemingly overnight.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what's the deal with Bobbi Althoff? How did she go from, posting pregnancy updates to, interviewing Drake and Shaq in just a couple years? What is this whole story?
Well,
Yeah.
she actually, she didn't start out in the whole Hollywood scene.
Right.
She's one of 6 kids, grew up in Southern California. Her dad was a contractor and she worked as a nanny after high school.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did she, first start on social media? When did this whole thing start?
Yeah, so it started back in 2021. She was on TikTok, and like you said, she's posting pregnancy updates, typical mom stuff.
Right, right.
And then she had this video. This is when things started to change, I think.
Okay.
She had this video where she's dancing with a banana.
Okay, stop. With a banana.
With a banana. Okay.
And it went viral, almost 2 million views.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's when she started to, maybe shift her content a little bit.
Yeah. She found her comedic side a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So fast forward to 2023. She announces she's got this podcast pilot, the Really Good Podcast, right?
Right. That's right.
And then this is where things get crazy. Her second guest on the podcast is Drake.
Drake. What? How does that even happen?
I know. It's how does she,
It's she's got this whole interview style that's just so
unconventional.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
It's
it's almost like she's making the guests feel awkward on purpose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some clips and it's so fascinating. You just can't look away.
Yeah. No.
It's so, I don't know, there's just something about
It's like a train wreck. You can't stop watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to see what happens next. Yeah. It's she's changing what celebrity interviews are supposed to be.
Right. Almost challenging the whole format.
Right. Okay. So what is this awkwardness? It's intentional. It's what's going on?
Yeah. So there's definitely a deliberate awkwardness. A writer for Vox described her as unfazed, dry, bored in an ironic way.
Okay.
It's she asks these mundane questions
Yeah.
about their clothes, their living
I've
arrangements.
seen those clips, yeah.
And she's saying these things, but she's got this deadpan face.
Right.
So you just don't know if she's actually listening to the answers or
Is she even interested?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. So is she a comedic genius? Is this all a persona?
Right. And that is the question everyone's asking, right?
Right.
Because she blew up so fast. This
Yeah.
whole style, it's
So unique.
so unique. And people are saying she's an industry plant. That's what people are saying.
Wait, so what is an industry plan? What does that even mean?
So an industry plant is basically someone who, they're not rising organically. It's someone behind the scenes is pulling the strings.
They're being pushed forward by I don't know.
Some powerful figure, to achieve success. Yeah.
Is it the Illuminati or something?
I don't know about the Illuminati, but
No.
people are saying, look at the Drake interview.
Yeah.
How did she get Drake on her second episode?
Right. But couldn't it just be good timing or good networking? She's just really savvy
Yeah, that's true.
and made the right connections. I mean, she's definitely good at social media.
Oh, yeah. She knows how to go viral. She's built this huge online following so fast.
Yeah. So maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
A
maybe.
little bit of luck, a little bit of talent.
Exactly.
But I mean, there's always a little mystery
Oh, yeah.
with these internet famous people
For sure.
who just seem to come out of nowhere.
Especially when it happens overnight. It's how did this happen?
Yeah. And there's been some bumps along the way. She was targeted with deep pornography. This is back in early 2024.
Oh, wow.
Which was spread on X. And that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's really scary.
It just makes you think about
The dangers.
of the internet and AI and how
Yeah.
it can be weaponized.
Yeah, and how these platforms how do they handle this kind of stuff?
It's a really serious issue.
It is.
But, I mean, she's still going strong. She's got a live comedy show coming up at the Wiltern in Los Angeles.
Yeah, she's doing a show with Sukihana.
Yeah. It's she's not letting anything stop her.
It seems like she's just pushing forward and
Yeah.
she's not slowing down.
Okay, so she's got this career going on. She's got a personal life too, right?
Oh, yeah.
I remember she got married back in 2020 to Bobbi Althoff. They met on Bumble.
Oh, Oh, wow.
They have 2 daughters.
Oh.
But she keeps their identities private.
Right, which makes sense.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, Corey filed for divorce in 2024
Oh, no.
and was finalized in August of that year.
Wow.
And then also, back in 2023, she said that she struggled with depression.
Oh, wow. So she's dealing with a lot.
Yeah. It's like you see this person online.
It's just a reminder that there's a real person there.
Yes.
With real problems.
We have problems.
Behind this, online persona.
Yeah. So it's like you got all these things. You got ambition. You got this vulnerability. You got the controversy. You got the talent.
Yeah. It's like a whole mix.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
So, okay. Let's take a step back. We got Bobbi Althoff. She's a young mom. She's not from, showbiz background.
Right.
She starts posting, mom stuff on TikTok.
Relatable stuff.
Relatable stuff. And then all of a sudden, she blows up.
Yeah.
Gets Drake on her podcast. She's got this whole, Deadpan style.
And it goes viral.
It goes viral.
Yeah.
But then, you see this other side, the divorce, the mental health stuff. Yeah. And the industry plant. Rumors.
The rumors. So it's like, is this all an act? What is going on?
Right. Is this persona she's putting on? Is it fake?
Yeah.
Or is there more to it?
Is she a mastermind, controlling everything?
Or is she just going with the flow?
Going with the flow.
Riding the wave of the internet.
The wave, yeah. It was hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
It really is. But, one thing is clear. She's good at what she does.
Oh, yeah. She's got everyone talking about her.
Everyone's talking about
Whether
her.
they like her or not.
Yeah. Why is that? Why do you think?
I think it's the unpredictability.
Yeah.
You don't know what she's going to do next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, it's like
Because everything online feels so...
polished and perfect.
Yeah, overproduced.
Yeah, it's like she's not afraid to just be
Awkward.
and real.
And real, yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. She's kind of flip the script on these celebrity interviews.
How so?
She's not afraid of silence.
Right.
And she asks these questions that, you would never expect.
Yeah.
And it somehow works.
It does work.
Yeah. It's
It's crazy.
So she makes these huge celebrities seem normal.
Yeah.
You could just be hanging out with them.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's a very unique style.
Very unique.
And it's definitely working for her.
It is. It is. Okay, so we'll take a break here, and we'll come back and we'll discuss more about Bobbi Althoff.
Sounds good. And it makes you think about her, her career. Can she keep this up?
Yeah. Is it sustainable? Is this Deadpan?
Right.
Is it gonna work forever?
Right. The internet, things change so fast. What's popular today is gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it, though.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not trying to,
build an empire.
build this whole thing and...
Maybe she's just, enjoying the ride.
Just going with it.
Going with it.
While it lasts.
While it lasts. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's a really interesting perspective.
Yeah. It's she's embracing, the fact that internet fame...
It's fleeting.
Yeah, it's fleeting.
It doesn't last forever.
Yeah, it's temporary. And maybe she's not taking herself too seriously, which is
great.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because, everything is so serious these days.
Everything's so serious.
And everyone's trying to, curate this perfect life.
Perfect image.
Perfect image, yeah. And she's just kind of
she doesn't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care. And it's almost
empowering.
It is empowering.
Yeah.
To just be you know what? I'm just going to be myself.
Be yourself.
And if people don't like it,
too bad.
whatever.
Yeah. It's okay to be awkward.
Yeah, it's okay to be awkward. It's okay to, not be perfect.
Not be perfect, yeah. Yeah. And she's making it cool.
To be different.
To be different, yeah.
Yeah.
To be, genuine.
And I think it's really resonating with people.
Yeah. Because, we all want that connection.
Yeah.
Especially in this, online world.
Where everything feels so fake.
So fake. Yeah. So, okay, what is the big takeaway?
I think the big takeaway is that...
What can we learn?
The internet's always changing.
Right.
And you have to adapt.
You got to adapt. You got to...
You're willing to try new things.
Try new things. Even.
And really connect with your audience.
Yeah. Actually connect with them.
Yeah.
Not just be
Not just putting on a show.
Yeah. Yeah. She's whether she's a mastermind or just lucky.
Yeah.
She's sparked these conversations about fame.
Influence.
And influence and
being yourself.
Being yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imperfections.
Yeah. I think that's what makes her so interesting. It's
Yeah.
that she's Real.
She's real. Yeah. And that's really refreshing to see online,
Yeah.
where everything is so, like, filtered and
Yeah, curated.
curated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, next time you see a Bobbi Althoff interview
Or a TikTok.
or a TikTok,
Or whatever. Anything she's doing.
think about the person behind it.
Yeah. Think about her story.
Her struggles.
Her motivations.
Yeah, like, why is she doing this?
Yeah. It's fascinating.
It is. It's like a real life, like, drama unfolding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes the internet
So interesting.
so interesting.
Because you never know what you're going to find.
You never know what you're going to find. Okay, so
What's next for Bobbi Althoff?
what is next for Bobbi Althoff? I mean, is she going to keep rising?
Is she going to disappear?
Is she going to disappear?
Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But, like, one thing's for sure. She's
Is she?
made her mark on the internet.
Yeah, she's changed things.
Yeah. She's definitely
She's challenged the status quo.
changed the game a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. So
What do we think?
what do we think? I mean, I think she's doing something right.
Yeah, she's definitely doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely onto something.
She's tapped into something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's her authenticity,
Yeah, I think so too.
even though it's it's awkward.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
But it's real.
But it's real.
And that's what people are drawn to.
And that's what people are drawn to. Yeah. All right. So we're going to wrap up this part of the deep dive here. We'll be back to talk more about Bobbi Althoff and what the future holds for her. And it's like she's like holding up a mirror,
So all of us.
Yeah, like to us online.
Yeah, to how we are online.
Like, are we really being ourselves? Or are we,
putting on this like curated version.
Yeah, it's like it makes you think.
It does. It makes you think about like what you're putting out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And like how authentic it really is.
So is Bobbi just like a really good troll?
Maybe.
Like, is she playing us all?
It's possible.
I don't know. It's so hard to tell.
It really is.
But like I kind of admire it.
Yeah, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. Like she's playing the game, but she's also like
Exposing it
exposing it, yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's very meta.
Yeah.
It really is. So is this the peak for her? Or is she going to like keep going?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I mean, it feels like she could do anything at this point.
Yeah. She could like go into acting. She
Yeah.
could write a book. She could
Correct.
direct.
Like I feel like she could do anything.
Yeah. She's got that. Like,
Got that it factor.
yeah, she's got the it factor.
Yeah. But internet fame is
Fleeting.
fleeting. Yeah. So who knows?
Who knows? We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. But she's definitely made
Or Wash.
she's made a splash. Yeah.
She's made people think.
Made people think. She's challenged what it means to be like
An interviewer?
an interviewer, a comedian, an influencer.
Yeah. She's like breaking all the rules.
She's breaking all the rules.
And somehow it's working.
It's working. Yeah. And it's really like, I don't know, I find it inspiring.
Yeah. It's inspiring to see someone just like
Be themselves.
be themselves.
And like not care what other people think.
And not apologize for it.
And not apologize for it.
Yeah.
I think that's really the biggest takeaway
Yeah.
from all of this.
Be
Like,
yourself.
be yourself. Be authentic.
Embrace your awkwardness.
Embrace your awkwardness.
Care-
Yeah, like even if it's a little cringy,
Even if it's cringy, yeah.
like it's okay.
It's okay.
Because that's what makes you you.
Yeah, that's what makes you unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think people are like craving that.
Yeah. They're craving something real.
Something real. So yeah. Bobbi Althoff, what a fascinating person.
Yeah. She's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Wrapped in an enigma, yeah. And I think that's what keeps us coming back.
Yeah. We want to know more.
We want to know more.
Yeah.
But maybe we never will.
Maybe that's the point.
Maybe that's the point. All right. Well, this has been a really fun deep dive.
It has.
I feel like I've learned a lot
I've learned a lot too.
about Bobbi Althoff, about the internet, about
Sure.
myself even.
Yeah. It makes you think.
It makes you think. So to everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this journey.
Yeah. Thanks for diving deep with us.
And remember, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep being yourself.
And who knows, maybe you'll be the next Bobbi Althoff.
Maybe you will.
Hmm.
All right. That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time.